Hello, hello.
Hi.
We're back.
Every time.
We've been riled up. We were just recording our last episode. I'm
So angry.
so angry. I'm Selene Castrovilla,
I'm Pascal.
and this is Life in Jest. As you can say,
Cats.
that's right. What was I going to say? Oh, episode what? 26. What? I think. Yeah, it says 26.
I feel like the last
All
one
right,
you said was 20.
Should we do seasons? Because
Yeah. Does that mean we get the summer break?
no. Yeah.
Seasons then.
I don't understand. Well, when I type it in, it says season, so I put one. Maybe I just leave it there.
Some podcasts do that because some will do like a 10 episode on one story.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And then the second
right.
season will be a different story.
Yeah, they do that. But we're basically always...
Did you ever see the Adnan one?
I'm sorry?
The guy's name was Adnan.
Are you saying Serial? Is that the one?
I think so.
Oh, Serial, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the original. That's the original true crime one that they credit with. Sorry, all that.
Oh, yeah. I like that one. I thought that was really good.
And this woman was doing it, Sarah or something?
Oh.
Well, the guy got out. The guy didn't do it. Right? Is that the one?
Oh, did he get out?
Yes, because of the podcast, I think.
Obviously, I do no follow-up, just so you know.
Yeah, I think he got out. It took a long time. Yeah. Did that? Okay. I listened to pieces of it. I listened to that. Remember, I was listening to that show, True Crime Obsessed. Now, again, they're okay, except the guy constantly laughs. I can't. It's like I can't.
What? Like, what do you?
No, more like incessant Seth Rogen.
Oh my!
If he never stopped, he's laughing through a sentence. I mean, it's just enough. Like, it's not that funny, dude. So, but I did listen to them going over Serial. So I listened to Serial through their eyes, which was a little annoying because they were like such fans of it. I'm like, but I don't get, I'm not. But then I listened to, they played tapes of it. So that's how I heard it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's good. But then they had a new season and it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I think I bailed on the new one.
Sadness prevails. Okay, so we have a mini segment.
Yay.
It is called "Hell Hath No Tailgate Locks."
Okay.
So there is a funeral service company, and its name is the worst thing possible for a funeral home. Hades.
Drinking. What?
Hey,
really?
Hades Funeral Services. Now, maybe it's the family name, or it's in Poland, so maybe Hades means something else in Poland.
I really hope so.
I mean, why would you?
That's great.
I just don't get it. But they had to apologize after a mishap with a corpse. They said, as a result of an unexpected technical failure of the electric tailgate lock in the hearse,
No.
during the transport of the body of the deceased, an unfortunate event occurred. The corpse came flying out of the back of the car and landed in a crosswalk.
Oh my!
Became like a...
Can you imagine finding out that your loved one went sliding out into a crosswalk?
Really didn't want to be in Hades. They said, the accident does not reflect the high standards of our company. Well, I think it does, because actions speak louder than words. And then it says, it doesn't reflect the high standards of our company and the respect we always show to the deceased.
Wow.
I'm thinking
Terrible.
it does. I'm thinking maybe don't choose Hades. Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if those people posted a review. 0 stars.
And reviews really have negative effects. I've noticed that.
Oh my God. I wrote a bad review for someone. That person got so mad.
Oh, they responded?
Oh, they did. And they wrote me a private email.
Oh, they knew you?
No, I was a customer. They must have tracked who helped me.
Is it the one that I told you to do?
Yes.
Oh, so something did come out of that.
Oh, yeah. Basically, the guy wrote me back and pretty much blamed me for it. And I was like, fuck that guy.
No.
I'm not taking that.
No.
And I'm never going there.
That's right. But then that's when you write to corporate and be like, because that's a company, it's owned by corporate. I know
This happened a while ago. I'm not going to do it.
Be like, this fucker, they get rid, you get fired. Or if you own the franchise, they could get rid of him.
Oh, yeah. He was such an asshole.
I've seen that. I always want to do this. There's actually a whole podcast about reviews, and I don't think they're doing very well because they're like, I don't know if we're going to go on with it. But it does seem like fun to read because especially the reviews where the people respond, and it becomes like a battle, like a rap.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Because now I look at reviews because I'm like, I've gotten fucked over and I could have just read the reviews. One time recently I was somewhere and I was kind of like, these people are kind of fucking around. So I started reading the reviews while I was sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, I should have read these before I ever came.
God, you read it while you were there?
Yeah, because I was like, that's not right.
Wow, that's the worst when you're already stuck.
Oh, yeah.
there.
I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, my God.
I guess I could tell because I'm not going to say who it is. But basically, I don't know how to say it without giving it away.
Does it matter? They're bad.
The salesperson.
Yeah.
First of all, he was upselling everyone. Like, I listened to him. He was just so wrong. But then,
What does it mean to upsell? Trying to sell more than they need?
Yeah.
Okay.
making people think they need things that they don't.
Okay.
Then,
Is this having to do with your car?
yes.
Oh,
And
no.
I listened to him the whole time.
Yeah.
But no, I knew better.
Right.
So, but then when I was done, first of all, okay, so it's my car. So I went to the bathroom like 2 hours in, and I saw my car sitting there, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
it's weird. So maybe they didn't take it in yet. So I sit back down, and an hour later, I go and I check again. And I'm like, my car is still sitting in that same spot. So I go up to him, and he goes, oh, I just got your paperwork now.
Bullshit.
Fucker, that car's been sitting there.
Oh, my God.
Then he goes, so this place gives out a free car wash. I already knew it with every service.
Oh.
And he goes, I'm going to give you this car wash for free. I a great guy. Then
My God.
tells me I need this other thing. And I go, he tells me how much it is. I'm like, that's crazy expensive. I don't actually need that.
All right.
And he's like, I'm going to ask them if they'll do like half the job for you and half, you know.
What?
And I'm like,
What are you thinking? Half-assed?
no, that they would pick up half the cost.
Oh, please.
Right? And
That's how you know it's real bullshit.
it's a warranty. Why is that not covered?
Right.
He's like, oh, well, that's not one of the things that's covered. Then he calls me like a week later and he goes, oh, I was just about to say their name. They're going to cover the whole thing. I'm like,
Oh, he's
strange.
found out that he was screwed.
So I said, okay. He's like, I'll order the parts. I'm like, there's no way they're picking up. It was like $1,000 job. I'm like, there is no way in hell.
He lied?
He didn't tell the whole truth. He did not technically lie. So I called to make an appointment and I asked the lady, I'm like, is that under warranty? It was absolutely under warranty. But he wanted to make it sound like they were doing me a favor.
Well, I think he probably found that he said, well, I'm screwed if she finds out that I said something wasn't under warranty and it was. He could get in trouble that way.
He should get in trouble. I think I'm going to mention it when I go there.
Is it the same place as the other time that gave you trouble?
Not the same place, but the same company.
What the hell is going on with
I
him?
will never go back again.
What the hell? I mean, like that. That's why this is a case where you really want to take it to the corporate level and let them know what's happening to you because they're besmirching the whole thing. You know?
Yeah. And the weird thing is both places I had been to before and everything was fine.
Is it the place where I took my time?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had a perfect.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll do that to you. They'll think it's slowly, right? And then they'll ring you in, they'll hook you in, and then you get hit.
Yes. And I'm going to bring it to them because they're going to do it for free, obviously, because I pay for a warranty.
Right.
But after that, I'm not going to any of those places.
And well, you should write to the main company and tell them that, and they will be mortified, and they, because they need to know that at the very least, they need to know what's going on. I'm assuming that they don't condone it.
I would think.
I don't know. I mean, who knows? But you should let them know because this is not good for them at all.
No, because I'm telling you, I was sitting there waiting and I could hear him telling every person that they needed the same thing. I'm like, there is no way that every person who walked into this place today.
When you bring a baby to the doctor and everybody needs amoxicillin and nobody's babies are immune to anything anymore.
Yeah. So not a good. How did we get on this?
The companies, I don't know.
Let's go back.
I thought that was very interesting. Okay, it was something about the companies doing things wrong. The person got thrown out of the tailgate.
Oh, right. Yeah. So write reviews, and I also I write reviews for people who go beyond.
I don't mean to do this. I really do. In my head, I've written so many reviews, good and bad, because I think I agree. It shouldn't only be when there's trouble. I think people should get a nice review when they deserve it, and that really helps them. But it's all in my head. Oh, I don't have time. If we have a way to just write things right from our brains, and that would be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I won't write it. It happened again.
No, it's okay. Ignore it. It's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I can hear it?
Yeah.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, my God. I do this every time. Hello? Yeah, we're here. You don't hear?
No, it went out for a minute.
Yeah, but then it comes back.
Yeah.
It's starting a new track, and I can't tell you why. But I honestly, by the way, the Eagles are like the only thing with any little bit of country in it that I like at all, but that's a whole other story. The Eagles, they have country-ish, they're country rock.
Oh, for some reason, I was
singing
still thinking the Super Bowl.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
That's the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know why. I like them too.
They're very good.
Yes, but they are
They have that
kinda
tanginess,
yeah.
but it's okay. It's
like
acceptable.
country soft
Yeah.
rock.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only one. Boy, they're the opposite of the Eagles. All right. I don't know. We're having a thing with the thing keeps doing new tracks, and I don't know what it means, but I could take a whole class on this, and then I would forget it the minute I.
You know, there are classes.
I know there are.
Yeah.
Well, there's also Riverside, which is the recording thing I use, has a million tutorials on YouTube. But that would require me sitting and listening to a million tutorials, and I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I don't really get it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you've done pretty well.
I upgraded to something so I have more. I don't know. I have more options and more help because I paid for something. Because you could get it for free, but then you're really on your own. Anyway,
Okay.
What was I saying before that? Oh, the reviews. I would do it. I wrote one. They have written like one. I just, to sit there and write it is so much trouble.
I write very brief reviews, but like that's if someone is exceptional.
Yeah.
Like they go out of their way. It's mostly doctors, honestly. I've done it for a few doctors.
I've had doctors that ask me to do it while I'm standing right in front of them. It's awkward. You know,
Oh, that's awkward.
Scan it right now. Do it. The guy, my
I-
brain guy,
People do
my
that.
brain guy. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll do it.
I think we've been together when people have asked us
Yeah,
to.
isn't that weird?
When
Yeah.
we went away, when
Yeah.
we were on those tours.
Yes. That was really pushy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But I
give you a
think
QR code.
we did it, but I don't think we actually, like, you get, like, who wants to stand there and write it?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't at all.
I don't think that works in their
Because
favor.
honestly, most of them I didn't fucking like.
Well,
There were a
that's
couple
what you
that I
do.
did like, but not all of them.
They were very long, but well, the Sandemans was free. You know, we just paid the tip.
Listen, that one in London, I
That's the one.
to
I
kill
know you went
that
that as me.
man.
I-
Yes, I want to snatch that man bun right off his head.
It was boring.
It was boring. And
Yeah.
it was 1,000 years long. It was so
It
long.
It seemed that long if it was interesting.
Yeah, because we went on one
Yeah.
in Scotland and
Yeah.
it was really
Yeah.
good. Very interesting.
It-
I
it-
didn't
it had
feel
to
like
be
it was
interesting.
wasting
Yeah,
my time.
exactly.
This one, I'm like, if I see one more fucking church,
Even when he talked about like the fires, he made it boring.
boring. I'm like, that shouldn't be boring.
No. Yeah, he sucked. Man, bun sucked. Okay, ready for the second mini segment? I call it time on their hands. Like somebody's got a lot of time on their hands, okay?
Okay.
Florida Museum gathers 486 people in dinosaur costumes.
Okay. You could have stopped at Florida. I'm sorry, but
Wait, first of all, they wanted to break 468 people, okay? Like, first of all, why they wanted to break a Guinness World Record. Why is there a Guinness World Record for people gathering in dinosaur costumes?
I thought those big ones that, like, there's a certain kind, like, because we have it at the library. It's
What do you mean?
like, it almost looks like it's inflated.
It doesn't say that. It just says 468 people in dinosaur costumes.
Where'd they find these people?
They must have put a call out for it, you know?
468 people who are interested in doing that?
That's what I mean.
Well,
What's
do
the
anything.
means, right?
Yeah.
What is wrong with them? It's not like they're going to get a personal recognition. They're just going to be part of this whole thing. Why a dinosaur
I
costume?
don't know, but people love being part of things. I live my life trying to avoid
Yeah, I don't like
that.
that stuff. It's not for me
Me.
at all.
Could
no.
care less.
But when people do those flash mobs, like, save it. Save it. Did you watch that show? What's that one? You know,
Which one?
the gay guys that were.
Oh, Modern Family.
Yeah,
He does
the-
that. Yeah.
And he thought
Mitchell does it. Yeah.
Mitchell hates that kind of thing, but he did it.
He did it for Cam.
No, it's the other way around.
No, Mitchell was in it. Mitchell.
So that's right. And Cam got so upset because he couldn't.
Yes, because he didn't do it. He didn't know.
Yeah. And so it really backfired.
Yes.
He was just doing it to show his love.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine. First of all, no matter how much I practiced, I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I am so uncoordinated. But okay. So this was called the Cox Science Center and Aquarium.
I'm like a 5-year-old. I really.
But I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, first of all, they did a good job. The record to beat stood at only 252 people. So they really got it.
No, they really.
think though, if we really, don't you think if we put out like a cast call for it, we could really beat that? We'd take some time.
I have no interest in
No, but like not that impressive.
I guess not. I mean,
I don't know, but
I don't know how those things work.
that was set. The record was set not in Florida, but in L.A. in 2019. They don't. I know there's things to do in L.A.
There's a lot to do in LA.
This was in the city of West Palm Beach. I mean, why out of all the world records would you choose this one?
Maybe because it's easy. It's not. It doesn't sound hard. You just have to get enough people.
Well, the people have to, I'm assuming, rent the costumes. I mean, or own them.
They get who owns that shit.
Maybe they got a bunch of Barney people from parties, like all the Barney people.
Those
Maybe Barney went out of style, so now they're stuck with all those Barney costumes. And now it's like they didn't say it was all Barneys, though. That would be kind of funny. I think it would be better if it were just Barneys.
I feel like my whole niece was Barney.
Barney's the worst. I always felt like this got to be a molester inside.
Oh my god, my kids love Barney.
He's so dopey.
My son used to carry around. Actually, I found it recently and gave it to him. This little Barney with the Christmas hat. It must have been the Christmas gift, obviously.
Yeah.
And I have pictures of him with his little Barney. So he just had a baby. So now
that's very cute.
He has saved all these stuffed animals from when he was a kid and put them all in her room.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I had given him a stuffed animal. So his name is Tommy. And my stuffed animal from childhood, my favorite one that I kept forever, was named Tommy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you name your child after your favorite?
No, not at all.
That's funny.
And my brother named the stuffed animal. I still remember that day. And bought it. You know those school fairs?
Yeah.
So I bought it.
Like you mean at like...
Yeah, it's in elementary school.
Yeah, like for the holiday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of course I bought something for myself.
I think most kids do that, honestly.
Yes, I must have been in second grade or whatever.
All kids do that.
Yes. Also, I'll tell you what else I bought. But I was walking home with my brother and I was like, I don't know what to name him. And he's like, name him like Tom from like Tom and Jerry. I fucking hate Tom and Jerry.
That is a very annoying show.
Yes, but I was like, oh, no, that sounds good. I also bought, I don't know why I feel the need to share this. So my father was a Leo. You know, I'm a Leo, he's a Leo. So I found this big gold lion head.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to get that for him.
Oh, that's cute.
I brought it home and my mother was like, absolutely not.
Oh.
Go and return that thing tomorrow.
Well, how big was it?
It was like, I don't know, maybe the size of, maybe a little smaller than a soda can. It was big. Tacky. Like,
but you did it.
Adult me knows that was tacky as hell. But I was like, oh, it's a Leo. It's a lion.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother was,
oh,
nope.
Dear. Oh, that was cute. Why is the dog laying on the floor?
Maybe he's taking a nap.
He doesn't sleep on the floor. Bean, are you all right?
He's moving.
He just collapsed on the floor, though. I'll let it go for now. Are you okay? He's not looking at us. Bean, are you all right?
Look, he's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, I was worried. The dog does not go on the floor. That dog is a...
I wish we could show him to you. Wait, now his face is under the table. Anyway, sorry.
All right. I'm just worried about it because we took him to the hospital last week. You know, so they think he fell in the snow. I have deck steps that go down, and he goes in the middle of the night. I'm like, well, you know, he wakes me up, and I'm like, so I send him out down the steps. He came up and he collapsed on the floor, and they think that he fell on the steps.
Yeah. Poor baby.
I don't think about dogs getting injured like that.
They do.
Apparently. All right. They had to have a Guinness World Records educator there. Like, do they call them and come there? Like, they have to be there?
Yeah. Well, someone has to.
Jeez, for all this. Then, like,
I don't know.
I don't understand. Do you have to pay Guinness to send the person here?
I have no idea.
The whole thing is a colossal waste of time. You could do something good with your time.
Not these people.
Out of everything in life, I can't imagine I would say, okay, today's the day when I have time to dress like a dinosaur.
Yeah. See, when I was a kid, like I remember reading this Guinness Book of World Record over and over.
Your kids get impressed with it.
But it was things like, not
stupid
acts that you did.
Yeah.
It was like the world's fattest man or...
Oh. Well, that's a record you don't want.
Conjoined twins.
How is that a record?
Like, I guess the guy was the fattest.
That's sad.
Do you remember these?
Why would you want to be the fattest?
I don't know. Or the tallest.
Oh, dear.
It was things like that. It wasn't things people did.
Oh. Nothing? That's their word.
Maybe I just was.
They had to be. They were in it. You just didn't notice it.
I was.
You were interested in the
I've
other-
always been interested in the other kind of things. Conjoined twins. Like, how interesting is that?
I don't want to see that.
I think that's wild.
I don't. I mean, I don't want to know about that. No, I don't want to. No. And no, sorry. I don't. I find it sad.
I know, but they're just trying to live their life.
Okay, let them live it. I don't want people. You don't have to follow me in my life, and I don't follow them. No problem. It's sad. I find it really. I don't know.
I don't always find it sad when the people aren't sad. Like
Howard had this on his Channel 9 show, and he thought it was going to be a big hit, and everybody tuned out because they were too sad.
Oh, it was the singer with the sister on the stool.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Sad.
That was sad.
Yeah. Well, why? It's either sad or not sad.
Not all conjoined twins are sad.
They're not?
No.
I don't know. I don't know how to get into that.
Sorry, I keep going off in a different direction. Sorry, go ahead.
We did it. In all caps, the museum said on social media. Thank you so much for everyone who helped make this possible, especially the city of West Palm Beach and each one of you who came out to make history with us. Is it history?
Oh, it is.
We couldn't have done it without you all. I just don't get it.
I wish you had a picture.
No. Maybe there was a picture, but I don't know how to copy them. Sorry. If you guys are interested, look up that museum.
I think I might. I want to see if they all had the same dinosaur.
They definitely didn't, because they would have said that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
How many different choices of dinosaur costumes are there?
I don't know.
What if I don't know. There's so many questions.
Yeah.
It's not for me, though. Okay. So our main topic is, again, I'm going to talk about Luigi, but we're not just going to talk about Luigi, but it's a springboard. I call it primal directives. And you said that there's a prime directive.
I've heard that before.
Well, I think a lot about our primal urges and like how screwed we are because of our makeup, our primal desires. These things kind of overrule our good sense. And at the time, they were needed to survive, but things have changed. But somehow we've still got this ingrained in us. And I think that this Luigi thing has totally bringing that out. So I wrote a whole primal directive. I said, I am troubled that women are romanticizing Luigi and obsessing over him. Women have primal psychological urges that make them attracted to a man who can control and protect them. I have to say, I'm guilty of that. I always wanted.
I think most women are guilty of this. But then there's the other side. And we've both experienced this, and I'm sure many women have experienced this. There are the guys that they know this and they take advantage of it.
There's no question.
Yeah.
And I don't know Luigi, but I just feel like that he's that guy. I feel like he would do that. He's got that.
Who knows?
He's probably got, can you imagine? He's probably talking to women a lot, maybe. I don't know.
That's possible. Like I said before.
Yeah.
I mean, the Menendez brothers did that.
They got
Scott
married.
Peterson.
Scott Peterson, what?
Women were like falling all over in letters.
He murdered his wife.
He murdered his wife. He murdered his child
and
his wife.
Scott Petersons that did that. Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
That's crazy. Wait, but I heard there was some thing that happened in that case, like he might not have done it.
Okay, I heard that too, but from what
I did research.
I know, and I really should look at that more. I meant to, because they said that they said there was like some sort of a truck. Oh, there was like a truck parked that day that everybody saw, and apparently they have that. Somehow they have that truck, and there were robberies, and they're trying to see. They want to test the stuff to see, I guess, if Lacey's DNA would be on any of the stuff in the truck or something. It's something like that. It's about they want to test DNA, but the judge said, and I don't know if it was all about the truck. There might have been things in the water too that they found. There's several things that they have that they want to test, and the judge only allowed them to pick one. And I thought that was wrong.
Pick one.
One. I don't think it's fair. I think
you just pick one.
Right. It's not. That's fair is fair. If you have evidence that needs to be tested, it should all be tested.
Yes. And God forbid this guy didn't do it. I mean, it
seems unlikely.
It seems unlikely, but
especially I listened to. Did you listen? There was a new thing recently about him. There's been several things recently about him. I think it was like 25 years. There's an anniversary.
Yeah.
And listening to all his calls and lying to that woman Amber, what kind of chutzpah does this guy have that he thinks she's not going to figure out that he's the guy?
Right.
How could he kill his wife to be with her and think that she's not going to know that the wife is missing? Like,
yeah.
I mean, what an idiot.
I mean,
Maybe he didn't want to do the news in the beginning. He was trying to be low key.
and listen, if they prove him innocent, we still know that this man is a horrible fucking human being.
How could they prove?
I doubt it.
I know. Stuff. I mean, it does seem far fetched. On the other hand, I do believe that we should give everybody every chance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do too.
On the off chance that this man is actually innocent, which I can't imagine.
This is project working for him. However, it's a smaller. Okay, there's different innocence projects, and the one that's with him is apparently a smaller one, but they have a very similar name to a really big one. So the really big one is outraged about it. I'm like, oh my God, the Battle of the Innocence Projects. I don't know. I think it's very good to have innocence projects, and it is proven that it's a small amount of people, but that are innocent and go to jail. And that is a horrible crime to take someone's life away from them when they didn't do it. And it's maybe a small percentage, but actually it's a lot of people. Because when you think of all the people incarcerated, say it's 1%, it's still like thousands of people in jail.
Even if it's one person.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Did you ever watch Making of a Murderer?
No.
Because
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, but then it goes in a whole nother direction.
Oh. Is it good?
I have to say, I had my doubts because I'm like, how many episodes could this story possibly be? I was in for the whole thing.
Really? Is it a podcast?
No, it's like a Netflix series.
Oh, I don't know.
It was so good.
But is he innocent? No.
Of the first crime that he went to jail for, yes, he was innocent. Yeah. Well,
what? Oh my God! Would I like this?
I don't know. I loved it.
Really?
I was like, I can't believe this fucking happened.
Can I listen to it instead of see it?
I don't know.
If it's a podcast version, I'll listen.
I have no idea.
Because when I'm driving around, I have so much time. I'm looking for new stuff. Well, anyway, I don't know how we got on that, but Scott Peterson is another example for sure. And there is another one. It's very weird. Never marry anybody with it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Lacey and the other guy's wife was Stacy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, first he killed the first wife. Like they were getting, it's a whole thing. It's very, that other Scott Peterson case is actually more interesting. He was a cop.
Oh God.
And he killed his wife and got away with it. But then the second wife, and he was with a young girl, beautiful, just like this. And then she disappeared. They never found her.
Oh God.
But now he's in, I think because she disappeared, then they went back and investigated the first. And if they did it really sloppy because he was a cop. And so now he's in jail for killing her. He would have been better off not killing the second one. I don't know what happened.
I mean, if you can kill one person, what's to stop you from killing other people?
Like, she was raising the children of the other wife and her own children. She was like 23 and she had kids with him. And I don't even know what was going on there.
Once again, ladies.
See? This ladies, no. But I will say, I was guilty of a lot, but I wouldn't put up with that shit. No. If someone is suspected of murder, I'm not going to have anything to do with them.
Yeah, man.
No. And I'm also not going to take somebody bullying me around either. They could play psychological games with me, but it has to be, it's more about love. It's not going to be any like harm. It's not going to be anything like that.
I know, but a lot of women.
I was dating a guy that when he told me he was in this, and I'm like, I'll see ya. And I wouldn't want to be. It's not going to happen. That stuff's not romantic at all. They don't, like, I don't know if that's 50 Shades of Grey. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Uh-oh.
Bless you. Now, usually when you say you're going to sneeze, you don't sneeze.
I feel like it's coming.
It's
lunch. Oh my God, when I sneeze, it sounds like someone's being murdered. No, not, it's kind of on the edge. On the edge of sneezing. Okay. So talking about the primal stuff, and there's so much to do with the psychology of why we are attracted to certain people. But I do think that Luigi is a really outstanding, not a good way, but outstanding, blaring, example of like somebody that does not deserve our worship. You can think he's cute. We've all established that I don't think he's cute, but I understand if you think he's cute. But these women are all like gaga over him, like, that he's good. He could have any, women, if they could, they would, if he was accepting visitors, and he's the kind of guy that totally would get married in prison, this and that. But why, right? I mean, okay, they are physically attracted to him, fine, but they have completely forgiven his alleged crime and justified it. I mean, this other guy, nobody who cares about him. He's a person. He may have run the healthcare company, but we don't know him. He ran a healthcare company, but let's face it. You can't, if you start killing all the people that did all this, there'll be nobody. Our president runs all this shit and nobody seems like, why is it okay when he does it? Like
Well, they've kind of made him into like a folk hero, this guy.
Yes. And the other guy, nobody even thinks of, which I think is wrong.
Well, I think I understand this guy might have been a horrible person, but it's not up to you.
It's also, he ran a horrible company. So we don't know what he was like personally. He was a father.
Right. But if he was a horrible person, you don't have the right to be the judge and jury.
Right. And Luigi had the manifesto. He had goals. He wanted to be like Ted Kaczynski, right?
Oh boy.
So he was doing it for his own, to make himself famous in a certain way. It doesn't seem to me that he has any principles against the health insurance companies that he saw. Oh, this is the way where I could look good and I could, people will herald me and they'll respect me. He's doing it for the goal of that, not because he really believes that.
But it's working.
It is working, and nobody, I just don't get it. Let's see. I said, I find Luigi despicable and frankly boring. Another wannabe. Not happy with who he was for whatever reason. Think about it. Because he had a cush life, he was rich, and he had to go. He decided to become a supervillain, but alas, he got caught. So he's a failed supervillain. But some women will make excuses for jerks and fail to understand that his alleged actions show that he's weak and desperate. They see him as confident and a go-getter, not afraid to buck society. They are drawn to men who are calm and in control, and this primal desire for a protector overrides any of their critical thinking and good judgment. It is not about if a man is capable of taking control and protecting them. It's about whether he's a criminal, for fuck's sake. We can't swoon and make excuses. We certainly can't pretend that he did this for any reason other than boosting his fragile ego. Men who commit these acts are the opposite of what women need. We need men with good sense and morals. The opposite of him. We need men who will go about seeking change in a lawful manner and not be okay with taking someone's life. Am I wrong?
No, but we do have to say allegedly he was not convicted.
Oh, I said allegedly a lot. Well, I said men who commit these acts. I didn't say him.
Oh, yeah.
I've been saying allegedly a lot, but don't worry.
Sorry, I did not hear that.
You're the one who called him a criminal. I said allegedly a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correction, I should have said allegedly.
That's right. The other thing about Luigi is his polarity. He's a Jekyll and Hyde. He's like the duality of man, right? Someone on the thing called him Beauty and the Beast. It's kind of funny you can think of Beauty and the Beast as one person. He kind of is, though, Well, that guy was a prince. If you think about the Beast himself is a duality. It's funny that Shrek, the opposite happens. Remember in that Shrek's, she stays a monster or something?
I have to be honest. I slept through Shrek every time.
Well, in the end,
numerous times.
Well, she's like a monster.
I feel like I did. Maybe that's the second one.
Somebody's a monster, and
yes,
it could be beautiful.
Yes,
but they stay as the monster, so that's kind of interesting. That would never happen though. But
that was definitely. I drank out of a glass, but I don't remember her name. What? But the glass I drink out of every day has her on it.
Belle?
No, from Shrek. Whoever Mrs. Shrek.
Yeah, Mrs.
Fiona.
You drink out of it every day?
Every day. I don't know why. I must have gotten it from my kid somewhere.
Right. Oh my God, that's funny. So I said, I find this, it's interesting, but we do have that in our lives where we're always attracted. We are interested in man's duality for sure. So I said, I find this upsetting, but apparently women are attracted to a man who can be smiling, put together in pictures, but also embrace his shadow self and calmly execute a plan, literally executing someone allegedly. Luigi's admirers are ignoring Luigi's unhealthy and dangerous unleashing of his shadow self. Yes, we all have dark thoughts, but the best way to handle our shadow is to acknowledge it without acting on bad desires. Look at me. I think this is one thing that separates us from animals without critical thinking skills. It's true. Luigi has allegedly used his critical thinking skills to advance his shadow desires. See, I wrote allegedly. Someone who has done this once will probably do it again. The first time is the hardest. Like the first cut is the deepest. And I wrote, he is hardly boyfriend material. As someone who fell for the wrong men and ignored red flags, I've spent a long time thinking about my choices. And I truly think primal directives were my main driving force, as evidenced by the fact that menopause freed me at last from my But of course, there are accompanying factors. So, yeah, I mean, seriously, remember I used to be desperate for a man. I was desperate. There was no question, right?
Oh, especially with those characters.
It was bad. It was bad.
I mean, one was worse than the other, and you did not see that.
No. I wrote a novel about it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, but it happens to most women.
Well, the thing about Luna Rising was some women really lashed out at it, and the reviewers said, I tell truths about being a woman that a lot of women don't want to face. And that's the truth.
It is the truth. Because, like, I've done it, you've done it. People can say whatever they want to you, and you will completely ignore it when it's so obvious to everyone around you.
Yeah. And I mean, even if you know it, you just can't, part of you will not be able to acknowledge it. For me, I don't know. I knew it, but I didn't know how to stop it. I just wanted to stop. I mean, the things I'm going to talk about next definitely apply to me, especially the first one. It's really hard to know the answer, but still be locked in the behavior. Yeah. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Okay, so
behaviors like remember we talked about OCD.
Yeah.
You know
that's true.
That it's unhealthy. It's like you can't stop.
And it's not reasonable even, but
right.
Yeah,
you do.
Like, we know it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you do that you don't.
True. It's true. So this just happens to be a website I found. I think it's like a relationship coach woman or something like that. It's called letyourdreamsbegin.com.
Nice name.
And she wrote this. It doesn't seem logical that so many women fall for damaged men. I mean, we are smart, confident, wise. We should know better, right? I don't think we're confident if we're doing that. But however, for a variety of reasons, when it comes to certain men, all of those strengths can melt away and we are left at the mercy of a man who can suck us dry. Knowing why we tend to fall for damaged men is the key to understanding so we can stop. Well, she's she's also a relationship coach, so she's trying to get clients. I don't know if it's so easy, but so number one is father issues. That's totally a thing with me, and I admit it.
Oh, that's a thing with many, many, many women.
Yeah. Men really fuck us up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's the whole daddy thing. It's like, what is it? The Electra complex? I don't even know what that is.
Yes, I know. Learning about this in psychology.
Oedipus is the guy that kills his father and marries his mother. And then there's Madonna whore complex. And then there's Electra complex. I think there was a daughter with her father, but I don't really know what she did.
I don't remember.
But yeah, this woman's admitting to her own stuff. Her father was absent. Well, yeah, my father was a heroin addict, and it sucks. They should really sterilize.
It's funny because people will go the opposite. Some will marry their father, and some will be so aware of it that they will go in the opposite direction.
That's true. But I had the double whammy. Like my mother was so unstable too. Like I really didn't have a chance to. I didn't have any good. I had no good examples of anything.
Yeah.
But so she says her sister and she have both been in a series of relationships with unhealthy men. And there is something to be said of you wanting to go back and fix the relationships. When you marry somebody like your father, and then you think you can fix it, and then fix the relationship.
It's like a do-over.
Yeah, but it was so.
It never worked.
No. Number two, make believe. Oh yeah, this is like romanticizing. It's all the fairy tales. It's all those stupid rom-coms. Now, how many of those movies involve a damaged guy getting the girl in the end? Everyone, right? It's true.
Grease.
That's the worst. That really made me angry because she turns into a hoe.
I'll admit, I still love that movie, but I understand.
I like the movie with the songs and all that, but I got angry at the message.
Right. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. But they're ridiculous.
Right. I get the problem with it, but I still love the movie.
I mean, he changes for her, but then he just rips all that shit off and goes bad again.
It looks better in black anyway.
Sad. Okay. It says here, Grease, Sandy falls for that. What about Dirty Dancing? But he
I know, he wasn't
bad though.
No.
Yeah, he was good. He said nobody puts baby.
Yeah, he was fine.
He wasn't fine.
I mean, not my type, but I got it.
I think Patrick Swayze is very cute. I like
So what? I mean, I understand.
stupid.
He's one of those people that I understand is attractive.
Yeah.
But not for me.
I get it.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with him,
Right.
but he's not my type at all.
Yeah, I like him, but the movie was very stupid. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
That says it all. Says it all that her name was Baby to begin with. Ridiculous. All right. Well, she says a lot.
New movie. She looks so different. She had a nose job. Oh, she looks like a different person.
Really? A nose job so late in life?
No, she got it. That's why she kind of fell out, because it changed her look completely.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What? You want to go Dirty Dancing? I think he has to pee.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? I can't help you. All right, you have to talk for a minute.
Okay. Let's talk about this movie, guys. So, she was in this new movie called A Real Pain, and I thought it was a really great movie. It's got Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg in it, and they go to Poland to see their grandmother dies like 6 months before. So it's two cousins, and they go to Poland to see where she lived, and they go on a tour of Poland, and she was a Holocaust survivor. I thought it was really good, but I have friends who didn't think it was so good, but I don't know. That Kieran Culkin is really something. He's just a great actor. I know I'm going on about it. I don't really watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV, but yeah, it was a really good movie. What was it on? I feel like they're either up for awards or won awards.
Waste of time. The dog didn't go.
No, he didn't go at all.
Turkey. Wait a minute. Did you say she's a Holocaust survivor in the movie?
No, they go on a tour of Poland because their grandmother.
Oh, they go to the place?
What?
This is where they go to a concentration camp?
Yes, one of the stops at a concentration camp.
Wow.
I think everybody should go to a concentration.
I can't handle it. I was at Frank's house, and I think that's enough.
Oh, I definitely, I want to go to Anne Frank's house. I also,
yes, you made that clear.
I should. For some reason, I don't know if this was like something significant in another life.
You might be, because I really
obsessed with this stuff since I was a teenager.
I know. I think it might have been a part of your. Maybe you were Anne Frank. Now we know. That's it. The mystery is solved.
I know they have the Anne Frank thing, and man,
I know. I'm surprised you haven't gone yet.
Oh, I'm going.
I know you are.
I know you are, but when am I?
I'm not going. It's so freaking upsetting.
I find it upsetting too. Don't get me wrong, but there's something so fascinating, and I feel like it's kind of happening now too. Like, how is it that so many people have that crazy mob mentality that they go along with these things? I mean,
yeah.
How did it end up that this man could convince all of these people?
It's a good question.
To exterminate 6 million people.
More than that. That was the Jews. They killed other people too. Yeah.
And it just, how is that possible? I think that's fascinating.
Well, it's fascinating in a horrific way because, I mean,
I'm not saying it.
And I will say, like, that this is the most famous thing, but
no,
it's happened all the time. Like, it happens all the time, so this is a real
crazy to me.
It is
crazy.
But I don't think,
I
wish there was an answer, but I don't think there is. I think that there's a flaw in humanity, and
absolutely,
I don't know what else to say.
That's why I'm fascinated with Charles Manson. Like, how does that happen? Like, I get why it happens. I get that these people were damaged people looking for something, but to convince that many people,
how many people
of something, that's a pretty big group at one point. I mean, because you hear about the key players, you hear about the people that were, they kind of took over that guy's house.
What?
They took over his house, like they kind of moved in.
Took over Manson's house?
No, the Manson family.
Yeah. Oh, took over the Beach Boys.
Them with the girls.
Beach Boy?
Yeah, I forget which one.
Oh, it's interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Did he sing, right? Wasn't he a singer or something?
Charles Manson, yeah. Yeah, the original...
Why, all these fucking murderers want to be singers.
Went to that house because he thought a producer, Doris Day's son, Terry Melcher, lived in that house with Candace Bergen. You know, Murphy Brown?
Yeah, I do. I'm just shocked at this. I never heard of this part.
They moved,
Oh.
and he didn't know that. So Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant the Beach Boys house.
No.
Oh, I knew that was wrong. I knew they made a mistake.
Yeah,
I went that. Yeah,
they weren't intended victims.
yeah, that I knew.
But yeah, no, they had moved into.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was trying to get his, which is why he.
Wait, what was he going to try to get the guy to produce his record? He wasn't going to kill him?
No, I think the guy didn't want to.
Interesting. I don't know. With Manson, I think it was I think with him, it was also a very sex-oriented thing and drugs. A lot of drugs were involved, too.
Well, yes, but they were all, if you read about the girls, they all came from
looking for
homes,
absolutely,
or just kind of what you.
It's like how women wind up prostitutes. It's the same thing. They get like sort of fall into that thing, and this was a particularly.
This is kind of like the worst case scenario for what you're talking about. Like these guys, basically prey on these women.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I don't know. The more we look at humanity, I don't know.
It's very dark. Just the fact that there are so many murder podcasts.
I know. The murders never end. There's a new one. There's a new show on HBO my daughter-in-law was telling me about called Love and Death. Did you hear of that? Some woman named Candy. The Olsen's twins' little sister is in it.
Oh. Didn't know they had one.
Yeah, you must have heard of her. I don't know her name, but yeah,
I knew they had a brother.
No, sister.
No, they have a brother because they.
Oh yeah,
my daughter used to always watch.
But there's a girl. There's a younger girl, and she plays this woman. Anyway, it's about about this other woman named Candy. I think she killed her lover's wife. You know, she was the other woman or something. I'm not sure, but I'm looking. The point is that they then never run out of these cases.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's disturbing.
Oh yeah, and what about the ones? There's probably a lot of things we don't even know.
Oh,
you know. Oh. God, it's despicable.
I told you, I did that grand jury. You would be surprised what people are up to. I mean, and just around here, like there was a case from where we are now.
Really?
A case for, that supermarket in Long Beach.
Which one? The little one?
The one that used to be King Cullen.
What? Did we had a King Cullen in Long Beach?
Yeah, it's like on Park Avenue.
Food town. I mean, not food town, Stop and Shop.
Yeah, maybe it's Stop and Shop.
Well, everything food town. Mel White's is food town.
Oh yeah, there was a case there. There's a lot of stuff going on.
What happened to food town? I mean, it's Stop and Shop.
I think that one was I don't know. This was a long time ago. I think that was selling guns, maybe.
Really? In the supermarket?
In the parking lot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that doesn't look very fun in that parking lot. I try to avoid that parking lot.
And then
I get pickups at like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, oh, God, it's scary.
One was about a lady who lived in this town, and her boyfriend was trying to kill her.
Oh, my God, really?
Oh, yeah.
Do we know?
No, it wasn't someone.
We know like everybody in this town.
There was a case where they wanted to take off the person's thumb and mail it to them or some shit.
Mail them their own thumb?
I don't know. I could be getting that wrong, but there was definitely a thumb being mailed to somebody.
Thumb and mail them back.
A lot of them were people trying to hire people to do these things. And like,
there's always
people gonna learn.
But there are sometimes hitmen, but they're usually pretty bad at it. They're like losers that charge too little. I'm not approving. I'm just saying you get what you pay for.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they botch it up anyway. Save yourself the trouble and don't try to kill somebody. It's not worth it on any level. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, but you're trying to be logical with people who are.
Well, I'm saying, why don't they realize that if there's all these true crime podcasts and everything, they're not going to get away with it?
Because if you're a murderer, obviously there's something wrong with you. Are you going to listen to
like murder? They're like ordinary people that suddenly decide to do this horrible thing, and they don't get it. See, that's what I don't get. You're interested in like serial killers, but I'm interested in the person that never had that thought, then all of a sudden snap.
Yeah, but there's got to be something because we all have those moments.
I don't think so. We
don't have moments.
I have never had to
kill somebody.
No, I've never even wished. Even when I said I think I said it today about somebody. I don't wish anybody dead. It's not my place to kill them, and that's it. I don't believe in the death penalty because I would not want to be responsible for taking a life. That'll be dealt with at another time. I do believe in all that stuff, but no, I can hate. I don't even like to hate people. There are people I hate, I guess. But I would never, ever accept if I had self-defense.
Right. Because you are a rational person.
It's not rational, it's caring.
Caring. But there is something about these people
I don't know.
that makes them go to that next level.
And a lot of times it does turn out the person's like complete like narcissist, for sure. Sometimes they hide it well and sometimes they don't. You know, sometimes they come off, they put on such an act. The sociopaths are very good actors.
Listen,
yeah.
I know one, they would be people, I was saying this the other day, people would act like I was the crazy one.
Yeah. Well, they do that.
Because you're only seeing what that person is presenting
right.
in public.
Right.
And the person is charming, fun, would do anything for you, but that's not the person they really are.
And that's another thing, too, is that a lot of people don't ever look beyond something. They just accept people. And even if the little red flags will pop, and they'll just ignore those red flags. They don't delve into people. It's not that they have to, I'm not saying delve, but like, instead of just accepting somebody as, oh, this great guy that I love to hang out with, maybe look at the little signs, because there's always signs.
Oh, listen, ever since then, that is what I do with everybody. Remember, there was somebody that you brought around, and I was like, all these people are falling for his act, and I was
somebody I brought around?
Yes. And
a guy?
A blonde guy.
I didn't bring him around.
You were around him.
Yeah.
Things with him, as was this group of people.
Oh, he's a creep. I know it.
And I was like, seconds into knowing this man, I was like, something bad is going on. He is just something wrong.
It's like a Manson type.
That's what I said.
There's no question.
But since that experience, that's how I look at people.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, I knew it too, but I just ignored it.
That's what we do. But I was like, this man, there's some.
Didn't bring him to your house that time. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And I was like, first of all,
that was funny.
The whole thing.
Thank God. Oh, you may.
That's another one.
Yeah.
5 seconds in, I was like, nope.
Read my book if you want to know more about this stuff. It's all in there. The Lunar Rising. And then the new one is going to have all kinds of new stuff.
Interesting.
No, it's not new to you.
Which one? Okay. I got
What's the name of it again? Love the Ones You're With.
Yes.
My pen name is S.J. Peralt. And the book is Eat, Pray, Love meets 50 Shades of Grey. That's a good tag, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's totally true.
Okay. Sorry. Once again, I went all the way out here.
We do it. We do. This is how we do.
There's so much to know.
Are you kidding? What is wrong with us? Okay. So it says that some women like the challenge. I don't know about that. Do you think the women too for the challenge?
Yeah. Because I know of a very specific woman that you know and I know. You don't know her well. Actually, I don't really know her all that well either. But this person told somebody else that I know, someone that I trust, and I totally believe this about her.
Yeah.
She said, I am going to fix him.
Oh.
This is an unfixable person. Is unfixable a word?
But I think so. But yes.
Oh,
but
this is.
But is it the challenge or is just the desire of wanting the man? It's two different things. If you're doing it for the pure challenge, is different than I want this guy and I will do what it takes. You see what the difference?
I do see the difference.
So the way I'm reading this is that it's a challenge, and I would do it. I would do it not for the challenge because I was so desperate to have him. That's what it is.
Yeah, she might be like that. But like I said, I don't know her well enough to really know.
Well, I did that all. I thought I was trying so hard to fix. I used to talk to a shrink. I don't know why, but I had this one shrink. I talked to him on the phone. And I would spend the entire fucking time talking about these guys. And then he goes, you spend a lot of time trying to figure these guys out. Any luck with that?
It's so true. You got to cut your losses.
I know. The only thing that worked for me is menopause.
Menopause really is a godsend.
So anyway, it says, I will say it's true that sometimes guys, I will say that if they're not like a bad boy, they can be boring. That I agree with. Although I met a guy online that was a doctor once, and I just felt unworthy. I felt like, I don't know how I could be with him. I don't deserve a doctor, which is sad. It is sad. I'm a very smart person. I went to NYU, but so I took myself off that site so that I couldn't, because he really seemed like a stand-up guy, like really nice. And I was like, no, yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Low self-esteem. Yeah. Well,
I'd say that is probably 75
Yeah,
of
definitely.
what
Yeah.
happens.
But it's a result of a lot of things that, like, the not having the dad. There's a lot of reasons for low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Doesn't just happen.
No.
I don't think so. I'm going through this fast because I want to get to the part I really want to tell you. Fear of being alone. Well, that's true. A lot of women say, I just don't want to be alone. But like George Washington, I have the quote, it is better to be alone than to be in bad company. It's very true.
Yes. That's part of the problem with this lady, too.
Yeah. No, I'm over that.
I love being
I love it too now. Me and the dog.
so happy.
Me
When
too.
I go home and there's no one there, that is the happiest moment of my day. Isn't it terrible? I mean, I love my family and stuff, but good Lord.
No, I'm very happy. And it's a miracle of God, actually. Not God, but whoever. Okay. So I wanted to talk about, now, don't you think Luigi, okay, I started watching, what's her name? Gypsy Rose.
Oh, yeah.
She has a show, Life After Lockup. And so I started, it's not that I wanted to watch it, but when I go to bed, the TV, like, they recommend things, whatever. So I just want to go to sleep. So I'm sure I can fall asleep with this girl. So I put it on. And not that I was sucked in, but I felt bad for the husband. I knew what was going to happen exactly. And it is happening. Now the girl's gotten a nose job.
But I don't know. Do people know?
Gypsy Rose, she's the one that her mother had Munchausen by proxy, kept her like a wheelchair and all this stuff. She had all these operations, terrible things for no reason. But then she met a guy online and she let him kill her mother, and they could have just left. They did not need to kill the mother at all. So she went to prison for that. There's a lot wrong with her, obviously. And some of it might have been from her environment, but also you have to own up. And she does own up. But it's weird. So she has a show, Life After Lockup. Like she was in jail for years. The guy that killed the mother went to jail like forever. But she got out. Yes, he did kill her, but he never would have killed her if Gypsy didn't say to kill. Whatever. So if you're interested in all that, the show's about it. There's a lot you can find out about Gypsy. There was a show. Joey King was in it.
And Trish Arquette.
Yeah. That's that. So you can see that. But in any case, in real life, she got out of jail. She had been with one guy. He broke up with her. So she had like this rebound marriage. She's married. The girl literally can't not have a relationship, probably from all the stuff. She really thrives on attention for a lot of reasons. I mean, she got all that negative attention growing up and this and that. Like I don't know if she can ever, in one way, she seems like she's so normal for what she went through, but she's very immature. And it's weird. She went to visit her mother's family and they're talking about their relationships. And don't they think about that she basically killed this woman, the relative? It's strange. But in any case, it's semi-compelling. It's like you could watch it and then you could miss like 20 episodes and go back again and probably just like, and it's also, these things are very slow moving,
Yeah.
But so then I must have fallen asleep and slept through all of them because then I woke up and there was another show on and it was Love After Lockup. And I've heard about this because on some of the true crime things, they talk about them. They take a bunch of people meet people on the internet with a certain sites. You can meet people in jail and they start as pen pals and they wind up, in love or whatever. And so it starts out where the people are still in jail and they're waiting. And it's the one person out and one person in. And then they meet them and we see how their love progresses. And it's so sad because this guy, he gave this woman altogether, he gave her $90,000 while she was in jail. What the hell did she do with all this money? And she came out, she's like, I need to get my hair done. I need to get this. I need to get that. It was all about buying her stuff. And the man didn't want to tell her he ran out of money. So now he's borrowing money. He's so in debt. And then he manages to have sex with her one night. She goes, well, we're getting married tomorrow. They woke up the next day, like, we're getting married tonight. I don't know. Okay, it was weird. But he's waiting and apparently she didn't show up. She scammed him out. He managed to give her like the last credit card because she needed to go buy her wedding dress or some bullshit, It's very sad.
Listen, I'd hate to say it, but if that person is in jail, you need to find out the backstory.
Right.
I mean, there's people who are in jail for stupid shit. I'm not going to say everybody in jail is a bad person, but you need to find out why they're there, what happened.
Only that though, it's really you're dating somebody in a little bubble for real. Like they are in that now. There might be an attraction. Like say you've been cheating a lot, and there's a guy in jail. Well, he's not going to cheat on you, right? But he's going to when he gets out. People don't like whatever they were like before. They're gonna. You don't know what they were. So why not take? Fine, you met him. You think you're in love. You don't know. Like, can you really tell while someone's still in jail if you're totally in love with them? You have not really gotten to know them in the real world. Yeah, it's like on the internet. You don't really know people until you meet them in person. It's no different because you never really can get to know you. First of all, you never really can get to know a person. That's all of the story. But you got to see them in a real life situation because it's a different situation, pen paling and visiting. And, it's not the real world. First of all, you don't even know how this person reacts to real life stress. They're right in prison. I mean, it's bad that it sucks, but in a way, they're all being taken care of. They're not responsible for their own welfare. Will they be able to function in society? Let alone will they be a good person to you, but will they be able to function? You don't even know. So you're taking a lot of these people, they rent a place for the person to live with them. Like they're paying you for everything. How about you just let the person come out, you see them, you get to know them and see how it works. But no, these people will take the freaking plunge immediately.
Goes back to everything we've been saying. These people, they've got some sort of issue.
Oh my God. And on the one hand, I think that the TV shows kind of is taking advantage of the people. But I mean, on the other hand,
those reality shows.
They are. But I mean, it's amazing how they all think they're going to be the one that works. That's the other thing, And
it's just like these women, like the woman I was talking about before. I mean, she knows about this person's past relationships, but somehow thinks it's going to be
different. How can that be?
I'm like, you have at least 2 examples of this person being a horrendous, horrible person. What makes you think that they are going to move in with you and suddenly become a better person?
It's sad. It's really sad. So there's 3. It's a throuple, but they don't know they're a throuple. Like the guy, he's just like, you can just look at him and say dirtbag. You know what I mean? Like he's got that look, that little slimy look, like I'm a dirtbag. Yeah. He might as well he has a million tattoos. He should have tattooed I am a dirtbag in the middle. So
if only they could all be labeled.
So I know. Well, it doesn't matter. People will be attracted. Oh, he's staring. Look at his foot. He's a bad boy. They love it, So this girl, okay, there's Michael, Megan, and Sarah. So Sarah is a white girl that talks like a black person. They call her a black set. Like they will get her. I mean, it is bad. She talks way worse. Like she's bad.
It's like a stereotype.
Yes, that's
like
what they
OJ thing.
Yes, it's not. It feels completely put on.
Right,
like she's doing it for him because he's black or something. I don't know why she's doing it, but
some people,
it's an affect. It's not real. And she knew this guy before, and she had a baby with him before he went to jail. Okay, so she was already in. While he was in jail, she decided to marry him. But he's not contributing to this baby. I mean, he is in jail, but still, he's not. I don't really. All right, I can't say because I haven't. It's not like I've seen their whole relationship. When I woke up, I saw pieces. You know what I mean? But okay. But I think I pretty much have it down. But meanwhile, he has started up a pen pal, in out thing with a girl named Megan. This poor girl, she's black and she's so sweet and she's a virgin and she wants to give her virginity to this lovely fuck. If you've held your virginity long enough, like she's in her 20s, I think. I mean, I think so. Why would you decide, okay, the minute this guy gets out of jail, I'm going to have sex with him? Why not wait and see what he's like? So right off the bat, they both think they're going to be with him on the day that he gets out, right? So he puts off Megan and goes with the baby mama that he's married to. So he meets, but they have him, they interview them separately. He goes, well, I have to be with her because I need to make her think that I'm with her because I want to be able to see my daughter. But I really want to be with Megan. And like, he's just a slime, right? Like, he's also lying about, I don't think this guy has any insight at all. I think he's capable of thinking. But on the other, so you know what he does? He lies to Megan and says something. And she's like, well, I was upset that he didn't want me to come and meet him, but he said now he's got a big surprise for me.
No, it's going to come out of that.
Like, oh my God. See how we make excuses? If this man doesn't want you to come and pick him up, that's because somebody else is picking him up.
Yep.
That's it. There's no. So they show him with the Sarah, the wife, and he goes, you ovulating? And somehow she knew she was, and they decided to make another baby because that's perfect. So why would he want to make another baby with the person he wants to have custody? The whole thing makes no. I think he's one of those pigs that wants to put the seed everywhere. Like they love to sow their seed. That's another very primal thing. And why do all the dirt pigs want to do it? I guess because they're very primal. They haven't got. They haven't developed their intellectual stuff.
Where's the guy that nobody wants another one of?
She did. She knew she was ovulating. She knew she was, and she's like, yeah. And he goes,
did they really say? Did they say ovulating?
He said it. They made a meme out of it. You ovulating? And she goes, yeah. He goes, ooh. I think he said, ooh, sexy time.
Ew.
Think. He said something to that effect.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
And they made a baby.
Of course.
How did she know she was? Who tests to see if they're ovulating?
People do. People do.
I know people do when they're trying to get pregnant. But why would she want another baby with this man? Because I know why. I know the answer. She thinks she's locking him in with the more babies she has. I know. I understand that. That mentality is insane. So, spoiler, he took the other one's virginity too. And it was all about the challenge to take her virginity. They love taking people's virginity, some sort of like a trophy. Okay. So fast forward, that was like in 2018. Okay. This is an old show. But this is what's playing. So I looked it up, and the update is that Michael now he did have he has 2 kids with her. They were girls. And then recently he's had a baby with someone named Maria.
And we have another player.
So they interviewed, Sarah and Megan apparently have had a long-standing, like, they use this, like, I don't know who's using it exactly. They use it for fame, but I don't think they make any money from the whole thing, but they're famous on social media, this and that. And so they kind of were constantly, like, in each other, the ultimate showdown, this and that, as though, I mean, like, for what? What are they showing down? So Sarah said that her girls hadn't met the new baby, and that sounds reasonable. Sarah does sound like she cares about her kids. Okay, sounds like she's trying. Megan got interviewed, and she goes, I don't feel anything at all, but I had to laugh when he had a girl. He's always going to have girls until he learns how to treat a woman.
Oh my God.
That is wrong. What is wrong with this girl? First of all, what are you implying? That the prize is to have a boy? And number 2, how in any way does it matter what sex you have of a baby if you learn how to treat a woman? Why does it, like, what? And why does she think, like, the fact that she thinks that the goal is that he should have a boy? Like, what is that?
This is the same woman who allowed a man in jail to come out, not get with her, but then let him take her virginity. So anything she says?
This is a little different, though. I mean, like, and this has been many years. She's supposed to have matured. Okay? He's always going to have girls until he learns how to treat women. What?
You're, once again, trying to be logical about somebody who is out of her fucking mind.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And before we end, I just wanted to quickly go tell you, it's so funny on the Reddit that people wrote about these people. Hold on. Come on. This is funny. Now, these are people that saw it all, and I did not. Michael can't regulate his emotions. I think so. Michael values all the wrong things. He is a simpleton. Oh, but apparently, so Maria, this is a twist. So then he was on the outside, and he fell in love with Maria, who was on the inside. Wow. It says, with Maria, who has also been incarcerated, he has the chaos he seems to need, plus a few extra charges on his sheet. What does that mean? Sounds disgusting. Typical baby daddy shit. Sell you dreams, knock you up and leave. Repeat 3 times. It says, I wonder if Megan ever cringes when she looks back. I'm going to say no, based on that interview. On national television. I don't think he was ever into her to begin with. I think she was into him, and he used to get what he wanted. Money, sex. With no little regard for how it would affect her. When she says they were best friends, I laugh. Michael was never her friend. That's Megan, yeah. Oh, and then they said her black scent. That's Sarah. Maybe they were talking about Sarah. Hard to say. Someone wrote, I think trying to understand how his brain works is going to be really hard for us all. I don't understand dudes like this. Can't even afford toilet paper to wipe his ass. Has a woman paying for all his shit. But he wants to put on the facade that he's the man. Let's see. Somebody said he has the most punchable face I've ever seen. And then someone wrote, you get my upvote for including ovulating in the description. He has sex with Sarah because she is easy. He leaves Sarah because she is easy. There's no challenge like he has with Maria. Megan was a bit of a challenge because he got to take her virginity. Sex is a game for Michael and his devil dick. I doubt his penis produces fireworks, but he hypes up all these women into believing it. Those guys usually do suck in bed too.
Yeah. And can I just point something out? I don't know who's going to get offended by what I'm about to say, but currently in this country, people are pro-life. This is fucking going on. Are these people that need to be breeding? I think not. I'm not. I'm sure their children are lovely.
Yeah.
But these are people who need to stop.
It'd be fucked up because it's really like these parents, like you're exposed to these. But Sarah, yeah, I don't know. Look, again, I don't really know them, but based on him, I don't think he's being a great father.
Honestly, I don't think I think abortion should have been a choice in this.
It was a choice in this. She wanted to get pregnant. It's different. I'm saying, well, everyone should have a right. If they look, here it is.
I also believe in the right to choose, but good Lord, is that it?
Yes. Is you ovulating? Wait, show them. I don't know if I can. Look at the smile on this guy. Is you ovulating? Look at it. That's exactly the scene. That was the scene when he then said, "Woo!" Yeah, I don't know. Well, I just thought it was funny to see these people's comments.
Is she obvious?
See, I don't have time for this commenting. And this has been going on for years, and it's still popular.
Oh yeah. Sometimes when I watch mostly Catfish, because that's the only one I watch. Sometimes I will look up what happened to these people and what people are saying, because some people are so unbelievable. You have to see what other people are thinking about them.
Look, somebody wrote, ooh-wee. I knew I didn't make that up. Ooh-wee. Well, I mean, I think the thing about this show is you can just watch a little bit and know the whole, like, do I sound pompous? Maybe. But I feel like I've had enough. Like, I can watch a little tip in and be done with that.
Yeah.
But,
well, these people sound like they were gold.
So then they have a show called Life After Lockup, which is like people from Love After Lockup and watching them in their continued attempts, And some people have actually stayed together. Not that, yeah. I don't know if he's with Maria anymore. So apparently, yeah, so Maria was a challenge, apparently. But the prize that guy is. I do think that Luigi is a perfect candidate, though.
Yeah.
Life with Luigi. Who will be the prize? Who will get the prize, Luigi?
It's going to be like the Hunger Games trying to get that prize.
Seriously. Oh my God. The trial. Can you imagine these women lined up trying to get into the courtroom? Luigi, look at me. And there'll be gay guys too. Like, Luigi, look at me. Like the men and women all love him. It's just sad. All right. We have another long one and we're hungry. So we're going to go have lunch.
Yeah, really.
And, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, let's do our quotes. Hold on. You want to go first?
No, I have to find.
Mine are here too, but I have to. You know what I did?
What?
I went away from the other thing because I didn't realize I needed my quotes. Hold on. Excellent. When you email yourself, you have a lot of emails addressed to you. So I don't know if this is going to work. By the way, guys, my book got reviewed in the New York Times. Very excited. George Washington's Spectacular Spectacles, The Glasses That Saved America. It was in the New York Times book review yesterday, which was February 16th. Very proud. It was a real live stream, so very excited.
Yeah, that was really cool. Should I just go?
Go ahead, because
So I have two. The first one is Charles Bukowski.
Oh.
The problem with the world is that the intelligent people are full of doubts, while the stupid ones are full of confidence.
So true. So true.
And the other one, oh no. Why is it doing that? Oh, I have to watch again. I hate when it does that.
What do you mean?
It's an Instagram post.
Oh. It's not long, is it?
No, it's very short, but hold on.
Can't even. I don't. Okay, go ahead.
I've cooked for men I should have poisoned. So yes, I have self-control.
That's funny. I like that. That's what that show Chicago's all about, I think. I didn't like that, though. I'm not gonna lie. Do I ever lie? No. Very rarely. You'll never know, because I'm really good at it.
You can't find them?
I got it. Just give me a second. Chance.
Can I tell you, I just got a text from a doctor that I'm going to see.
Yeah.
It says, "Hi, Pascal, your appointment is 2 weeks away."
Ooh.
And I have to confirm. I'm like, it's 2 weeks away.
They do that all the time now. Yeah.
And you have to reply, yes.
Yeah, I did.
1,300.
Oh, yeah.
What is the 1,300?
Oh, that's like probably the section of yours. You know what I mean? Like it's probably the service that does several of those types of things. I've had that. I don't know why, but they do it. Look, it's better than not being reminded at all because I really rely on that.
Oh, yeah. Recently, I thought I made an appointment with the doctor online.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow, they never called me to confirm,
Right.
So I called them and she's like, you didn't have an appointment.
Oh, come on. See?
I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. I did have quotes, but they seem to have left the town. Hold on. The problem is I have that stupid article twice. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Carl Jung said, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's true.
And Jim Morrison, which is strange. I wasn't searching for him. I know you weren't either that time. You had one. Violence isn't always evil. What's evil is the infatuation with violence. That's interesting, right? All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Please tell your friends about us because if you love us, they'll love us too. Tell your enemies. Maybe they'll bond over it. Send flyers over enemy nations. Tell the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Thanks so much, though, and have a wonderful day. Au revoir.